it is exactly 25 minutes past the hour. We apologize for the late start and apologize to my guest today. Super Senator Sakaja, S3 is in the house, and Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jina. Poleni, guys. I apologize.
We are thinking of charging you. I mean, you
guys are making money. Those are ads.
I know, but we can't be starting. Jimmy Kariuki, KTB, and Saroba, he says, I'm using toothpicks to keep my eyes open.
My friend Jimmy. My regards to Jimmy.
I was with you on Saturday.
So Paul Jimmy, Paul bro.
Tell him he's done a very good job with Pan-African.
Very good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Upstairs by the pool.
It looks very nice.
Jimmy, are you listening? Is it worth the toothpicks?
It's because you went to a good school.
Yeah.
That is why.
Yeah. All right, Senator, let's start with you. You have an NDC tomorrow.
National Delegates Conference. Wiper. Kasarani. Sports. Big show.
To decide what?
Bring your cameras.
We'll be there live.
Yeah, live. Yes.
So you're coming from Water at the COG. Tomorrow you have the NDC. Yeah. So what are you going to decide? I mean, you're going to pick a presidential candidate like you don't already have one?
No, but I mean, the Constitution requires that we pick one every 5 years. Even if it's a formality, we still have to do it and make the pronouncements of the things you want to hear. What exactly are we selling? What exactly are we promoting in Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka? So it's prime. We are going to fill also our positions. Some have been vacant, like one when Hassan Omar left us is still vacant. And change of colors and many things.
Oh, that's right. You're going to change colors, right? What are you going to...
Jeff.
I can only guess. I hope it's not Mutulo's in charge.
No. It's still going to look cumbersome. So it's okay.
like his socks.
Like the socks.
Could someone zoom in on the senator's socks? Those are happy socks.
My goodness.
All right. At least, there's a sock. Oh, look at that. Oh, they're on TV here.
Yeah.
At least you have an NDC.
Yes.
Look who cancelled the NDC.
Jubilee.
How?
No.
So, it's cancelled.
But is Sakaja in Jubilee or ANC?
I'm in Jubilee.
That's a good question.
I mean, I've always said it wherever I go. I'm a member of Jubilee. Not just a member, founding chairman. And the NDC, you know, when your party leader is a president, you work around his schedule. And we have the State of the Nation on the 30th. And so at some point, the NDC will be done. I think all parties must do their NDCs. It's not a big thing when it happens.
That is such a lame answer.
No, but it's true.
Yeah.
You didn't know you had an NDC on the 30th of November?
No.
As a party?
He asked for the notice to be done, but then he chose to do the State of the Nation on the same day. So it's something normal. No need to be finicky about it. Just split hairs. It's just a date, and many of us are waiting to see the journey the party is going. We've been watching. We're waiting to see.
The operative one is many of us.
We shall make decisions, yeah.
This is very bizarre. Okay, so what happens to OCA, which you're both trying to be a part of?
No, we are a part of One Kenya Alliance.
And?
Founding members of One Kenya Alliance. And it's a formidable force. Sakaja knows. We can't disclose the details for obvious reasons. It's part of our strategy. But we have a plan, and a very good plan. And the plan is going to materialize once we are done with the small formalities.
You can't even name a flag bearer, and you say you have a plan.
When is the deadline?
What is that? I mean, what are you saying?
3 months to the elections.
3 months to the elections. We are so long away. I mean, what is the hurry?
Jeff, you're going to see a lot.
Between now and what, in May? Or?
I mean, I've always told you, look at our recent political history. Look at 2002. When did the declaration of Kibaki Toshep, when was it made? It was 2 months to the election.
2 months. 2007,
we formed PNU. And this I can't forget, because it was President Kibaki's birthday. And your former MP Munyao was singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
It was so new, and his birthday is in November. It was so new that there's a lady from Northeastern who was shouting, NPU, NPU, because people didn't even know it's PNU. And it formed government. 2012, when I was chairman of TNA, we came together with URP, the Deputy President's Party, on the 4th of December 2012 for a March election. So this is the time when a lot is going to happen. People are going to talk, there'll be meetings, there'll be alliances, there'll be a lot of movement. If anyone now tells you that this time, for sure they know how it's going to go, they're lying to you.
They're lying. It's forming, by the way, and I said this earlier today, that this is not kindergarten stuff. We're not playing kalongolongo. It's difficult drafting and forming coalitions, because you're putting together in a room as many ambitions as you can. You're also putting egos in the room and putting many other interests in the room. So it's a delicate balance, but the truth of the matter is that it's going to be rolled out.
Yeah, but there seems a lot of infighting within OKA. I mean, between Wiper leader Kalonzo Musyoka, ANC leader Musalia Mudavadi, Baringo Senator Gideon. It seems a lot of there's indecision.
What makes it look like infighting?
Because the chemistry, even if they go to a rally, the chemistry is just not there. Looks like one of them's going to bolt.
That could happen, but I think they're very good relation, and the media is trying to sell stories. I think it's more. There's more fun when you say there's a fight, or so and so is moving, so and so is not true to Oka. From what I know, from Musalia Mudavadi and also from Kalonzo, and I speak to them, I think they're committed to staying together, and they have choices to make. They'll make a choice early in the year. They'll make a choice who's the candidate. They'll make a choice whether to work with anybody else and who it is they'll work with. They have decisions to make based on where the people are and the progress we're making. So they're strong candidates. I mean, you cannot in any way ignore. Because people have tried to fashion this as simply a two-horse race. I don't think so. Yesterday you saw them with Martha Karua, JB Muturi, Kabogo, and this entire team from the Mount Kenya Unity Forum. I know they're talking to many different people. And so I think we just be patient, and now let's interrogate what people are selling, all the candidates. You think there'll be a third force? Can OKA be a third force? It can be a third force. That is possible. Politics is out of the possible, Cicero says. Yeah? And these are strong people. They've been vice presidents. Gideon is a senator. He's chairman of his party. Wetangula is a party leader. He's been minister of foreign affairs. They have a long history. And I think the experience, they have been on these tables before. They've had to let go of their ambitions. They've supported Raila Odinga before. They've supported Uhuru Kenyatta before. Musalia Mudavadi was his running mate in 2002, and he lost the election after that. So I don't think they're green to this. Maybe we are the ones who are green, because I've never run for president. Neither has Mutula yet. Yet. But I think what's important is for us to know as a country that ultimately Kenyans will make a choice on who's the president. Your party leader says he will never be Raila's running mate. Why?
Well, he has the right to do so, but it's fair we say that, and from what I know, and I can disclose because he has shared those documents with us, they agreed in 2017 that Raila would support Kalonzo. That's really the long and short of it. So unless some miracle happens and they form another deal, I don't know. But for now, his position is that they agreed it supports him, and therefore he will not support him unless he agrees to support him. So that's the matrix. The matrix looks like that. And of course, he will have to come and persuade his supporters the basis upon which he has changed his position, because he has stated that position not once, not twice, and not thrice. But to even echo the sentiments of my colleague, Senator Sakaja, the presidential election will be a question of numbers. He knows in 2013 how they won the 50+1 and the margin. Same thing happened in 2017. This is a game of margin. So anybody who assumes that even 1 or 10 votes or 30 votes or 30,000 is something to ignore, they don't know about the presidential elections. They are not clear-cut, and therefore the reason why One Kenya Alliance has attracted the sort of attention it has attracted, because we have understood and we have seen the political trends. Sakaja will not tell you about the numbers, but we have seen the political trends. We know what's happening in Central. We know what's happening in Eastern. Alongside the polls, we already know what's going on. And these things, the tides are going to change. As you go along, the tides are going to change. But more importantly for us as an alliance is to say that what has been fashioned as a two-horses race and the rest must follow is something we don't agree with. We don't agree with entirely, because we don't want to appear as if we are limited by choice, or we are being boxed into a corner to agree or not agree. Even if our own principals agreed to be boxed into those corners, their supporters will not agree. And we have told them as much, that they want that freedom to be able to make a determination of where they want to go. And we have said before, and those who have done the math know that just Oka alone will carry for you easily 4 or 5 million votes.
Earlier on, you said this is not a two-horse race.
No.
It is a two-horse race.
Why? Who are the horses?
Is that a statement of fact, or is that an
Come on,
have you conducted an election? Like, how do you determine that? You feel it is?
Look, the signs are on the wall. Anyone.
What I can say for certain, in case the Oka principals decide to support any other candidate, that person is president.
Yeah.
It's a simple, it's numbers.
It's a two-horse race, yeah.
Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. If they decide to back William Ruto, he'll become president in the morning. If they decide to back Raila Odinga, he'll become president in the morning. And as it is, they are on their own. So you cannot discount that. And a lot, that's what I'm saying, a lot is going to happen. There's no prophet. There's no crystal ball. A lot is going to happen, and a lot is happening behind the scenes.
Would Musalia Mudavadi agree to be Ruto's running mate?
He could. Why not? He could. It's his decision. Yeah. Anything. That's what I'm saying. Politics. Anything can happen. Kalonzo can agree to be Ruto's running mate, or Musalia's running mate. Musalia can agree. You know. But when these things are being done, and you remember in 2013, I think for anyone who remembers the history very well, William Ruto had a very difficult time talking to his people. I remember at Eldoret Sports Club, explaining why he had to make the decision to support Uhuru Kenyatta. It was not an easy decision, but he had to make it. People, I mean, the people who felt that is the expression of their political ideals, but he had to go down to his people. He looked at the numbers. He looked at his political trajectory. He looked at his age, and he made that decision, and he moved with the people. The only danger would be if any of these principles, in Oka, whether it is Raila Odinga, whether it is Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia, Ruto included, decide to make a move without their people. Because then your people will never forgive you. And as Senator Wambua said once, you will go alone. You'll find yourself walking alone. So it's a political process.
Someone was saying earlier on, some so-called experts, they're saying that running mate has to come from Mount Kenya region, because simply, again, the numbers you talk about, the 9 million votes up for grabs.
Yeah.
We've been hearing about Mount Kenya Forum, we've been hearing about Martha Karua, now Kenya chairperson, being a possible running mate for Raila.
Yes, Martha Karua has denied all this bench opinions that she has been. She says she has not been approached by anybody, but we all agree that the bride looks like Central, walks like Central,
sounds like
Central, walks like Central, and hence the attraction, and it's a good thing, because it has, in fact, in itself produced now even the gender question from Central of a female possibility of a female deputy president from Central. So these are good vibes. They are good vibes, because then they are up for anybody to negotiate with them. Even they understand, not only from the side of the principals, either Raila or even Ruto or from Oka principal, they need to be in government. In fact, Central, unlike the others, need to be in government more than the rest, because they understand what it means to be in government. And they're negotiating from that perspective. When we sat in the Mount Kenya Forum, they say, we want to know. We want to make a determination. Tell us, what do you think you're going to do for us? Because we have been in government, we know we have a leader. What do you think you're going to do? So it's a discussion, but it's a very robust discussion where people sit down and say, what is in it for us? I mean, when Raila goes to Western, they ask him, you want our support, but what is this for us? Sakaja and I, by the way, and you must bring up that subject, attempted to find a method that would give these presidential candidates an easy way out about how to form government. They thought we were just bluffing and looking for attention, and all of them are going to sweat blood to find a running mate, because the possibilities of your other colleagues thinking you should change them is going to arise when you pick a running mate. the repercussions of Raila picking a running mate for Central are real. Because there are only 2 positions. His and the other person he has picked. The repercussions for William Samoei Ruto are the same. Pick from Central, you lose some, win some. But it's a discussion, it's a robust discussion, but you must know that it's giving them sleepless nights more than everybody else. At the back of their heads, they sleep at night wishing BBI would come through some miracle. So that they can have room to play. There's no room to play in this. There's no room to play in this matrix.
And you know, if OKA picks a candidate, someone will feel betrayed.
Absolutely,
right?
Of course,
of course.
Yeah. And you remember after the ruling on BBI, we did a joint statement with Senator Mutula, and we said that now we have an opportunity to have all leaders from all shades sitting down with a blank piece of paper and saying, look, this initiative intended to achieve certain things. What didn't you like from it? What didn't you like? What do you like? And after that ruling, I reached out to all of these leaders. I reached out to Kalonzo Musyoka, Musalia Mudavadi. I reached out to William Ruto. In fact, he was the first to respond. He said he's always wanted a win-win. I reached out to President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga. And I said, it has reached a time, even us as a generation, we're not going to wait for you guys to sort it out up there. We also have opinions, and we believe there's a place where this country would go. Now look at the position they're in. There are certain things, the quality of the vote, extremely important in terms of representation. We're going to an election without that. Nairobi, for instance, was supposed to get more representation because I have 7 constituencies with more than 350,000 people represented by one person, getting the same CDF, etc. If it was a conversation where we all sat at the table, that could have been locked in. How do we share resources, fairly? Remember, we had a long fight in the Senate because of that. How do we make sure every part of this country feels as Kenyan as the other part? And how do we make sure those with high populations like Nairobi also get what they deserve? And then finally, about spreading the, you don't have a winner takes it all kind of situation. So now, if William Ruto picks somebody from Central, the rest of Kenya says, "That's you guys are playing table tennis." Kikuyu, Kalenjin, Kalenjin. If Tinga does the same, what happens to where he had? And I think they've boxed themselves. They have only themselves to blame. I don't envy anyone running for president this time.
It's a big
if one of the Oka people picks a running mate from outside Oka, what happens?
What happens?
Oka is as good as finished. So I think sometimes we stop seeing issues and you see individuals. Because some of them, they were saying, no, if you do this, it's going to benefit this side of politics. And we don't think about politics. Think of Kenya 50 years from now. It won't be about William Ruto or Raila Odinga or Jeff Koinange, for that matter, in ourselves. But it's for posterity. What are we doing for our country moving forward? And so they'll have hard decisions to make. But ultimately, I think the poverty of our politics is that is a hard decision. That this region will support you because they see somebody from the community there. It should not be the case. It should not be the case because we can't have 43 presidents and deputies at the same time. We need to have a country where there's equality of opportunity. That no matter where you're from, no matter who's the president, no matter where they come from, development will come to your place. Your people will have opportunity. As it is today, and it's very painful, especially for professionals. You'll have somebody very high ranking in maybe KRA, but they know for as long as the president is not from my community, I'll never become the Commissioner General. Yet I'm the most qualified. Someone in the military knows that I'm the most qualified senior most, but I will not rise to the rank of a major general because I'm from this and this place. And then how does that person then look at his children? That where will my children go to, no matter their merit? And we need to change that. And I hope this is the last election where people will be trying to scale a mountain, others are trying to swim in a lake, and trying to cobble up tribal coalitions, because that is the emptiness of our politics today. It's really empty, and I hate it. But it's the reality.
Absolutely, I agree with you, Senator. I agree with you.
Mutula is lucky. I think when he's choosing his running mate, it definitely just has to be someone from there. But for instance, I would have to make such considerations in Nairobi.
And you are running for governor of Nairobi.
Yes.
Under what ticket?
I'm running for governor of Nairobi. The ticket will be found. I have options.
You're running for governor?
I'm a Jubilee candidate. I'm the only Jubilee candidate who's declared to run for governor, as it is. And that's why I'm saying the NDC will be very important. Let's see the direction the party is going.
All right.
017.
017.
Makueni, yes.
Is that Makueni?
Yes.
Let's take a break, folks. Come back. 017047. You have 30 counties in between.
Between us.
Nice. We're talking live with two. I call them the awesome twosome. Super Senator Sakaja, S3, and Senator Mutula Kilonzo Jr. Both of them running for governors in their respective counties. Lots of questions, I know. Lots of comments coming in thick and fast. And no, this is not... You heard what people are saying, Auntie. Well, we're recycling guests. When's the last time we were here?
We've not been here this year. This is November.
At all in 2021?
No.
By the way, I can't even remember this studio.
That was got lost.
I can't even
the
remember.
last time we were here was, I think maybe November, December.
Wow.
I mean, the gentleman, his uncle has been here more times than us.
In whose house?
Uncle Francis.
Uncle Francis.
Back in a moment. Back